Good evening, paisanos. Sorry it took a bit. My apologies. Just getting everything set up. Hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday evening. I've mostly just been handling stuff around the house today, so nothing too big essentially. But we're gonna do some art tonight. Sonic related art, specifically for the fan project. So let me just change it to it. Yes. So, how to explain it? So, the fan project in question is a Mario and Sonic fan project inspired by the Sonic X show. Originally, I wanted it to be like a not motion picture, but a animatic series. Ultimately decided it's gonna be an audio drama, just to cut back on the amount of art I need to do for it. The fan project essentially takes place in an alternate timeline based on the original Sonic X show and the mainline continuity. It's basically a mix. So it's a universe that shares those two things in common, but it has this different history from both the original Sonic X show universe and the OG Sonic universe. It takes place after the events of Forces in this timeline. Roughly, I'd say after not just Forces, but the the first 12 issues of IDW. So yes, that. With that being said, how does Mario fit into this? You'll just have to wait and see. But the whole concept is simply Sonic and company are getting used to the new changes and events that happened prior to the start of the series. And at the same time, Mario and company end up from their world into Sonic's world. And now Sonic and company must help them get back, but at the same time, Mario and company must help Sonic and his friends overcome their worst fears from what they had previously dealt with. As for us on all the Zone Dashers, there's a bunch of animals and then there's you, a puppet. Yes, I am the only person of the team that is essentially not a furry character. I acknowledge that. Which is kind of why I've mentioned to both Zinni and Kit that I feel like I stand out like a sore thumb. Because we have a bear inspired by Crash Bandicoot, a general dog-rabbit mixture. Kit, who's just straight up a Mobian fox. Cress, who is an owl lady. Tetra, who's a hyena. Otterly, who's a rat. And rat. So 3 to 4 of them can generally fit as furry. 1 is just straight up furry. 1 is just straight up a Sonic character, and then there's me. I'm a wooden brick. I mean, Sonic X is basically Sonic X and characters get sent to another world. Mario and crew getting randomly warp piped isn't too illogical. Oh, I never said it was from a warp pipe. That's where the twist comes in. But we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. I won't mention how Mario and company get there, but I will say it is not from their traditional means. Well, the traditional means of the Mario world. I mean, the meaning randomly pulled is exactly. The entire point of X in Sonic X means cross, as in crossover. It's the original show, it was Sonic crossing over the real world. Here, it's not exactly the same, but a similar premise. Alright, so if I remember correctly, it has to be formatted like this, right? Punch. So we need to have this image 6. You also got to keep in mind that out of all members of the team, and that's something I want to mention real quick too. Each member of the team, while we are a fan of Sonic, also specializes in another series that is either adjacent to it or its own. Like, for example, Miles' shtick, while he likes Sonic, is mostly Crash Bandicoot. Kit, while mostly Sonic, is also Puyo Puyo and generally old Genesis games. Zinni is Klonoa, on top of Sonic. Cress is Assassin's Creed. Tetra's mostly Sonic fan games, but I think she also likes racing games and Sims. And Otterly is a general Sonic fan that loves the Sonic Rider series, but I think they also do other games. Also, Zinni just straight up does SNK fighting games as well. So, Fatal Fury. I'm essentially the Mario guy of the group. My only question is, when will it release or how I will view it, and if there's a name for it yet. Okay, so the name of the project, it's Sonic X Advanced, which I will pull up a logo for it if I can find it. It's an old logo, but it was made by Xenoco. Here you go. That's what the logo for the series looks like right now. But this was made like all the way back in like 2021, so it's old. I might need to get an update from it, and if I do, it's probably going to be from Miles. So it has a name. It has been in development, or at least the conceptualization of it. It's existed since I've had an online presence on Twitter. So, 2019, roughly 7 years. And I only started writing the scripts for it back in 2023 and 2024. The only steps left for the first episode are really just doing the artwork for it and editing all the stuff together. And I'm not exactly ready to learn a new editing software just for this. I need some time. Oh yeah, Sam, Solar just says shit like that. Expect him to. This man, when playing Minecraft, said, "Hey, everyone, come to my milk dojo," because he had a whole bunch of cows up on a mountainside. It's normal. This is my first time seeing him. Yeah, that's how he tends to greet himself. Oh yeah, Solar, didn't you also come up with the concept of Genghis Chad during my Breath of the Wild streams? I just remembered that. Yeah, you did. Oh, I'm Genghis Khan. Oh, I'm Genghis Khan. I fucked all the women in the world. 80% of humanity is from my balls. Christ. Wait. Hold on. Hold up. Hold on. Rar, is that you? Is that actually you? What the hell? Hi. Welcome. I did not expect you to show up. I'm surprised you now have made a Twitch account for just to pop in my streams and say hello. I hope everyone else in the cottage is doing okay right now. Sorry that I'm not in there. I've been a bit preoccupied today, and I'm still not really in the mental space for socialization. Still, no, not genius. Genghis Chad, as in Genghis Khan. Hold on, I need to check something. Sorry, I'm looking up something that was mentioned in DMs. Blue Sky has blocked access only in Mississippi as of August 2025, refusing to comply with the state law, which mandates age verification and parental consent for all. Okay. 11 cites the law's requirement to collect sensitive personal information and track minors as a threat to user privacy and free speech, noting that the compliance would require resources the small team does not possess. Yep. Yep. There it is. Yep, there it is. That was pretty much what it was. By the way, here's a fun fact. Did you know that push for age verification on multiple platforms as of lately has been pushed mostly by Meta, aka the company that is owned by Mark Zuckerberg? Yeah, you have them to blame for this shit. They just want your data, people. That's why they want it. That's why they want to do this. They just want your data to sell it, which is foul. But then again, what do I expect from the guy that literally made a hot or not site for his fucking college? That's actually true about Mark Zuckerberg. Look it up. Yeah, sorry for getting sidetracked, everybody. And I just realized I have a lot of Mario music in here, but I don't have as much Sonic. I might need to fix that. Anyways, what I was gonna say, continuing going forward. This that you're seeing on screen is the title card for episode 1. Episode 1's title, according to my script, is called "Bringing You Up to Speed." I don't know, Big Shot. It's about any real world drama. Oh, you sweet summer child. Look into it at your own risk. That's all I have to say. Sam Altman. I think I accidentally deleted Sora. Jesus. What is supposed to be the theme of this title card is essentially this photo, this picture, this little drawing right here is supposed to represent the photo of the characters during the events of the original Sonic X shows in this universe. So basically the past. This is what they looked like back on Earth, I want to say roughly 5-ish years ago. This is what they look like now, current day. They've grown up. And I won't talk about too much of what the script is in the first episode, but let's just say it's getting reacquainted with these familiar characters that. But wait, whose hand would be on the photo? See, that's who I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to figure out, honestly. Because I just drew a generic glove. But I could have it be for a character that shows up later. For now, I'm just going to keep it as a generic glove. But if you had to take a guess, since this is based on the Sonic X universe, I think you might know who. Who would have a picture of them from that time? Who would have a picture of Sonic and Company from their time on Earth as a memento? There's only one character I can think of that fits that description. Yeah. Kind of who I'm trying to hint at, but we'll see if we'll see what is in store, because I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I haven't written that far ahead yet. Maybe he'll show up, maybe he won't. Who knows? You'll just have to find out. like I said, I drew it as a generic glove for now, because I didn't know who I want to put in that picture. I have several ideas of who to put in that picture, but I will say Christopher Thorndike is on the table. The biggest difference, Chris Thorndike the Boomer. Not really. So, one thing I did retcon for this universe is that time passes more consistently between both Sonic's World and Earth. So roughly the same speed. Which means time roughly moves at the same rate for both worlds now. They're not part of the same, but in order to fix that as well, I had to make it so that they're not part of two different dimensions, but instead part of the same dimension, same universe, or galaxy, just on a different side of it. Because that also then fits into the other part of the story narrative I want to tell. And I won't spoil that. You'll find out about that later, trust me. I love the fact that Chocomon's in Mario Kart World, but I still like the old classic one. Same dimension, just different corners of the universe, fabric of time was getting folded into each other. Yep. But all I will say is this: if Sonic's World, Sonic's World, which I'll keep the name ambiguous for now, and Earth from Sonic X share the same universe now, but the Soul Dimension is still its own dimension. What is the Soul Dimension's version of Earth? I think you can take a guess. And I may or may not confirm it. Sonic's one is only called Mobius in the Archie comics. It is called Earth in every other continuity except Sonic X. And in Sonic X, it's just simply referred to as Sonic's World. Hell, the term Mobian also came from the Archie comics. That's not even their official name. That's not even the official name for Sonic species. So in other words, we don't even know the actual name of the species for Sonic and his people. But honestly, I don't mind keeping it ambiguous either. Yeah, but then again, other worlds have also been referred to in the same context, in the same way, so... Although I will say, people have made criticism and critique of that, and like asking, why don't we know the answer to this? About certain things with the characters. Why don't we know this piece of information? Why don't we know this piece of information? Why is this being not, told? And I think it's for a very simple answer. Yep, overall Mobius is a product of the American localization from the 90s that carried over in a bunch of media before Adventure. Yep. Thank you for explaining that, Rar. So to kind of just confirm, it was never the name of Sonic's planet nor people ever. It was specifically for the 90s during its localization, but it's never been referred to in the same way ever again since then. Sorry, I had to pull up a reference to Sonic just to make sure. Well, then the more you know. Exactly. But as I was saying, why don't we know more about this character, or why what Sonic's people are called? And honestly, if you want to hear my personal opinion, if you want to, I think that's what makes Sonic interesting, because we know and have context to some things, but we don't have the whole picture. So we are just left to fill in the blanks with our own imagination. And that itself sparks creativity. That limitation is what, ironically, breeds creativity. And that's what I think is beautifully ironic about that. It'd be funny if the Mobius name, funny if they used the Mobius name for the cluster of islands, the animal people. That would make sense. I'd say that making more sense than just, you know, calling their species that. Because didn't it say that those islands are always constantly moving and shifting too? Wasn't something like that mentioned as well? It's like several islands. There's South, Angel, Starfall, Gas Islands. I hope with planting a water maple over the weekend. That's nice, Karyosh. I will say one thing I do struggle with Sonic is doing the eyebrow. Doing the eyebrows. I think what I'm gonna do for Sonic is have him be on one layer and then put everyone else under a different layer. Alright. Let's just draw this. So at least I have a basis to know where to put the lip. Oh no, that doesn't make sense. Oh, I have to redo the entire eye. There we go. Now it makes a little bit more sense to do it the way I was doing it. Jesus. You know what also would help visualizing this? Putting a little bit of transparency on it. There we go. Gotta build a bull M1 Abrams tank from my cousin, but I can't wait to see what's my Freebrams. My Freebrams. I watch way too much Russian Badger, okay? I had to quote it. But I can't wait to see what schemes that Eggman will pull off together. Well, all I'll say is this. Eggman's acts of villainy are more inspired on his X counterpart than the IDW one in this universe, so... Good news, Metal Virus isn't a thing. Bad news. He still does what he does in Sonic Adventure 2. And also, Sonic Unleashed. That's the side of the point. Was being Wario and Waluigi. Yeah, about that. Bowser will make an appearance. He is basically the antagonist for Mario in this. But that is all I will give. I'm not going to say how the interactions between those characters will play out. Because I will say this. We're not going to see Bowser for a while. And that is fully intentional. There's some Sonic music. To kind of just continue on furthermore to give everyone an idea how much the cast has matured, I'd roughly say Sonic, Knuckles, and Amy are in their teen years, and Cream and Tails are kids in this picture. Sonic in this one, in the current continuity, at least in this way we see him right here, he's 24. I think from just saying that, you can interpret where everyone else's age is in this picture. That is how much time has passed. So, teens, young adults, kids, tweens, teens. Yeah. In Sonic's case, just add 9 years to his age in Sonic Adventure, which was 15. That's how old he is. Knuckles and Amy add 10 years. Tails add 9 years. Cream add 10 years, and that's where everyone is in this picture. Roughly. Aside from that, I've been good. Swung an axe for the first time. Reminded me of golf, except with an added hazard of self-amputation. That is a very interesting way to describe swinging an axe. It's like playing golf, except the added hazard of self-amputation. That is an insane way to describe swinging an axe. But it's not entirely wrong. That's crazy, though. So how funny how most streamers I know all form this weird web. Elaborate. When you say that, is it like a game of what's that one game where people play where it's just like I can connect this to that and they basically just click on links until they reach, you know, the connection? Is that what you're referring to? Alright, I need to find an image of Sonic crossing his arms. Sonic characters cross their arms in an interesting way. Alright, so I found something close from Sonic Mania that I can use as a reference because I don't see any other ones where he's crossing his arms. Why is it mostly classic Sonic that does this? He's mine. I don't think you spelled that correctly, Sam. It's not metallic. It's the previous comment, but that's beside the point. All right. All right. So, wait. Actually, bum 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 ba-da-da, ba-da-da. I think I'm making the fingers too thick. Because Sonic has big hands already, and I'm aware of that. However, Sonic is clearly not the tallest person in this picture, nor the biggest, and him having those chunky fingers makes his hands look bigger than they're supposed to. So I am trying to tone them back. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Be a big, can't get shot. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Be a big shot. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Be a big, can't get shot. Big shot. Be a big shot. I love Deltarune. I'm so brain rotted. Alright, so. Alright, so from what looks like. Nice. What? What? How? I'm gonna keep making this joke in relation to the Sanctuary Guardian theme until the end of time. I'm just gonna be like a 6-year, 7-year-old man in a retirement home. Just be like, what? How? Every single time it plays. They'll be like, what are you talking about? Like, Earthbound. Good lord. I need to actually like fully play Earthbound in Mother 3. I've been holding off on that for years, and I need to actually try. See, that's the okay. So here's the thing. Sonic X Advanced. I've said that the first episode's actually been in development for several years, and that is simply because it was I had difficulty getting a voice cast together, getting the lines, finishing the scripts, and as of currently, I need to edit all of it together, and I need to learn a new editing software just to do that. So it is kind of a mess. Well, YouTube, of course. There's no other place I can really post it. All right, take it, Kurt Yosh. All right, and then actually no, I don't need to do that. Instead, I need to start shaping Sonic's body down here. I just realized I may have just kept it at disclaimer, Sam, you probably shouldn't do that. Because that... Okay, so that's his tail. Next, I need to get his back quills. Which I only drew 2 out of understand angles, so... There we go. All right. Do. Maybe I just need to just do that right there. I love the Sonic Adventure era smile. And I'm not questioning where is cheese in your universe for cream. About that. Well, I'm just gonna put it as cheese is no longer around and leave it at that. You'll find out more later. Alright, so we got Sonic. So I'll just name the layer after him. I'm wondering who I should work on now. I think I'm gonna work on Amy next, and she's the next closest character in the picture, and it'll be easier for me to adjust everything. So, but first, I'm gonna take 5 to stand up. I'm gonna stand up because my back is currently killing me and I need a breather. So I will be right back, chat. Give me a second. got back. Hold on. Shira, thank you for the raid. My apologies. I was away from keyboard. Okay, thank you for giving her the shout out. What were you up to today, Shira? Oh, more crime scene cleaner. What type of brand new levels did they add? A whole new second act that actually rounds out the main story? Nice. Solar, if you are getting attacked by if you're getting attacked by soda machines, that sounds like a you problem, bud. What's next? Are they gonna fall on you like a womp from Mario 64? Like, Urgh! Also, chat, I may have gotten some sunflower seeds, so if you hear cracking, I apologize. I really like sunflower seeds. It's the one of the few positive memories I have from playing from Little League baseball as a kid. One of the few positive memories. Do we have any Amy fans in the chat, by the way? Oh. She seems interesting. That is a good way to describe Amy. Amy was a character I couldn't gravitate to immediately. It took me a while to, well, enjoy her as a character. I eventually learned how to. Oh, look, it's the dinosaur.
Hello.
Hey, Marina. I'm alright. Just tired eating sunflower seeds. Here, let me open up screen share for you. My apologies.
You're fine. I can only join or be here for like an hour or two because I have to get some sleep for my 4 a.m. shift.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long week. They gave me a bunch of morning shifts along with a an 8-hour shift after.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing the thing, the picture.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna
I
start
like
with. I already finished Sonic, so I'm gonna work on Amy next.
My girl.
The pink veggie.
Where is Twitch at? Oh, there it is. So, are you gonna play the new Tamagotchi Life?
I really want to. I played the demo, and I enjoy it.
Who'd you make in the demo?
My me, that's the first one. Yours is the second.
Yo!
Waffles is the third one.
That's awesome. I love that they added the dye for the hair, like how you can have it to where half is like a different color.
Mm-hmm.
I've been wanting, like, it's really annoying because like a lot of games don't even have that feature for like hairstyles. So like I always have to have my hair plain black when I'm like playing games. But the fact that they added that makes it so much better. So now my me actually looks like my me, or it looks like me.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
I'm
has
saying me so
highlights.
much.
Me,
But,
myself, and I.
me.
Kit and Solar say hello in chat.
Ah! Hi. Hello. But yeah, what I did was I made myself as well,
Mm-hmm.
and then I made Sagwa, and then I thought Sagwa would be super silly to make. That's kind of why. Even though there's gonna be a pet feature, I kind of want to see what I can do when I wanted to practice with something. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll make Sagwa into a me.
All right.
So I made Sagwa into a me, and she actually looks really cute. I'll show you a picture in a bit. And then I made Link.
Lonk.
I made Link. Oh, fun fact, my character apparently is in love with Link, so that's no surprise.
Okay, I wonder how that happened.
I wonder that too.
I'll say you were serious. I was being sarcastic.
I know you're being sarcastic. I was just playing along. But yeah, I was gonna make either Ratchet or Conker, but at the time, like, I had a lot of ideas, but it's a demo, so that's kind of why I wasn't like too serious on making a bunch of characters anyway. So I was like, okay, I'll just do like the main three, which would be me, Sagwa, and then just Link, just to see how it goes. and it's fun. Um, I can't wait for the full game to come out.
I love the original Tamagotchi Life.
I never got to play it, which makes me sad.
You need to watch Vinny's series on it. It's a hoot. Trust me.
Oh god. I want to stream Tomodachi Life, but I feel like it's gonna be annoying just for me to pull out my Switch and use the handheld, to use the drawing mode, because then people won't be able to see what I'm doing on the drawing mode.
Well, I think the drawing mode still works if you use the Joy-Cons as mouse, as mice.
I don't have a Switch 2. So I'm using, either I pull out my Switch and I draw with my finger. Actually, recently I bought a stylus for the Switch in hopes that it works. So maybe that'll be helpful, but if I'm gonna stream it, I think what I'll do is I'll just use the cursor, which it's not bad. I guess it's like, if you have experience with using a mouse, I think you can use the joystick. Which, I guess it wasn't hard for me if you're using the smooth lines. So I'm probably gonna do that if I do stream it. That stream is gonna be chaotic if I ever do that.
What personality did your Mii end up as, by the way, when you were done doing the little thing for it?
Let me see. Let me actually pull that up. Oh, this thing gave me an excuse to show you my Miis. I'll take a picture of them and post them in like the side chat in a bit. Oh, Joy-Cons. Oh, one thing about my Mii is that she's an imposter, bro. I gave her tacos. She doesn't even like tacos. I love tacos. Like, the fuck. How do I change that?
I don't know.
Make her like tacos.
Maybe it's based on personality. You know what's funny though? In my Tomodachi demo, I gave your Mii nachos and she loved them.
Yeah, my Mii love nachos too. So, oh shoot, how do I even check her personality?
Well,
Actually, kind of.
the color of her outfit is one way.
It's orange-ish red. Red? Orange? Let me see.
Cool. Sunday night Sonic art. Yep.
Oh. Apparently the personality says I am outgoing dynamo.
What's a dynamo?
I have no clue. I might have to fix that though. But
Wanna know what mine was?
what was yours?
Outgoing merrymaker.
Outgoing merrymaker.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
wait,
the
wait,
guy,
I just
the guy who's me essentially has resting bitch face, and is depressed, is the one that is the merrymaker.
All right. So I just changed it. It's actually outgoing sociable.
Oh.
Optimistic and passionate, follows their instincts. Assertive and highly regarded, trusts their own instincts, and easily commands the respect of others. I think that sounds more like it.
You came out, for mine, from what I interpreted you as, you came out as considerate cheerleader.
What?
So your color was yellow.
That's funny. Honestly, like, I don't mind what you do with my me because it's all for fun anyway.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I dream about cheese. Yes, Aller?
Why do you dream about cheese?
I just
I
love
will
the.
take a picture of Sogwo for you.
I just love the fact that that's something that the civilians in Half-Life can say. You can just imagine, like, you're walking through a post-apocalyptic world where it was taken over by aliens. You walk up to this one dude who's part of the resistance, and he just goes, "Sometimes I dream about cheese." What? Okay.
I sent it to you, Gino.
Okay. Thank you for sharing your wet dream about dairy product. Why'd you need to tell me? Gato. She cute. Good job.
Yeah. I think the face paint or whatever, I think that helps a lot when it comes to making characters.
Absolutely. I heard something snap.
Oh, it was my Switch, I'm sorry. The Joy-Cons were acting weird. Why is my character moving like that?
You want to hear a snap? Ready?
Did you do that with your gun?
No, I literally just took the Switch 2 and put the Joy-Cons in. Oh yeah, by the way, remember the toy gun I used to like be threatening with as a joke?
Yeah.
I may or may not have broke it.
Gino!
I may have pulled the I may have pulled the chamber back too hard and broke the mechanism and may have broke it.
Oh my god.
Looks like I need to find a new dart gun now. I've had that dart gun for several years.
That's crazy. I sent you... Well, I'm sending you 2 images. There you go. That's what I got for my trio, whatever. I can't wait for this game.
Oh, so that's the hair you used. Noted.
Yeah.
I changed it on my end. I'm gonna fix that.
What did you do on for her hair?
Made it more wavy.
Oh.
I may have based it more off of you.
Yeah, no, I was gonna do that, but also I liked the unique style that my old me had too.
Mm-hmm.
Not unique, what the heck? The style my usual me has.
Still kept the nickname
think...
still kept the name as Yoshi.
Really?
Yes. Why would I not?
Fair. I think it'd be really cursed if I made my Yoshi character as a me.
That would be cursed. I should not talk with mouth full of sunflower seed. Does this look correct?
I think so.
There was a joke I was attempted to make at my own expense in relation to that plastic toy gun. think I might just DM the joke to you.
Do it.
That was the joke. I said it was at my own expense. Be okay?
Damn, Gino. Yeah, I know. I'm good. Are you good?
Debatable.
Aw.
But it's better that you're here.
Yay.
Amelia Rose.
Oh, she's so sweet.
Was that your actual cat?
Yeah. No. That was my the me. She's like very squeaky. God.
So what? Actually, that's squeaky.
When she meows. At least I think so. She kind of gives off that energy, so I kind of inspired her me off of that, or at least the voice of it.
You know what I found funny?
But
Cats will meow differently when they're in your presence and when you're not in their presence.
yeah.
Like 1 minute you'll just hear a cat be like wee, wee, and then you turn the corner, look at them, and like, wee. They're just like, where did you just exorcise the demon out of you? What just happened?
Cats be like that. Sogwa, like, she screams when I give her flea baths. Oh, keep in mind, do not give your cats a bath all the time. That's not good for them. If they really,
They clean
if
themselves.
They need a bath, huh? Yeah, they do clean themselves. The only good time to give them a bath is if they really need one, like, you know, like flea baths, or if they have something stuck on their fur. But yeah.
You know what's
But
an
yeah,
animal you should rarely ever
I
give a
gave
rep.
her a flea bath, and she usually when that happens, like, she knows what's coming, but she screams and screams until I actually put her in like the tub, and then she's calm. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Please, no, the water. No, not the water. Help.
Oh, Zinni's streaming right now.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say hi to him.
Dog is doing art as well.
His VTuber's so cute.
I don't know why. His redesign just kind of gives off energy of... It gives off energy of what if a character from Klonoa was in the universe of Jet Set Radio. I don't know why. Or Parappa the Rappa. I don't know. But that's the energy it gives off.
I'm curious to know where he got the who he got to make the VTuber or rig it or anything.
I don't know.
Because it looks really nice. I mean, I don't know if I want to get back to VTubing. Maybe if I learn how I know how to kind of rig it myself. Just that the thing you need for it, I think it's live. I think it's called Cubism. I don't remember what it was called.
There's several programs.
VTuber models, but that thing is so expensive. Like, I don't think I can afford it as of now because I already kind of used my what was it? I kind of used my the oh shoot, how do I explain it? I don't know how to explain it. I bought Clip Studio Paint X a couple months back. Instead, because I kind of wanted to like animate more, you know, and Clip Studio has been like one of the main things I've been using to animate as of recent. That's kind of why. Zinni DM'd me.
I was gonna make a jokes. I was gonna make a joke saying, "Wait, you can afford stuff in this economy?"
I used to.
Same, bestie, same.
I used to, now I can't. The job, if I had this job sooner, it probably would have been easier, but now since stuff went up, working one job isn't really good. Like, I feel like, it got to the point where I think, if I remember, my sister is working 2 jobs. She rarely gets a day off now. I feel so bad. I don't want to work 2 jobs just to pay the bills. We shouldn't have to work more than 2 or more than 1.
Human beings are not meant to be workhorses 24/7. We're not. We're just not built that way.
An art stream sounds nice. Maybe I'll do that when I have time.
Maybe I'll do that when I'm little richer. I'm kidding.
I kind of am heavily debating if I want to do art streams on Twitch or not.
Well, seems to be working out for me. Moderation tools and such work differently here. I will say this though. If you do have any music that does contain copyrighted work, Twitch will automatically just remove the audio from that section of the video.
Oh, okay.
Problem is,
I mean,
also
careful with that.
it won't just remove the music; it will remove all audio. So,
Would that also include like Nintendo music?
depends. Because there was one remix apparently that sounded so similar to the original Dire Dire Docks that they used that it got flagged.
Oh.
Yeah. Everything else though has been fine.
Hi, Miles.
He has risen.
I have risen, baby girl.
Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. It's doing it.
What?
What?
Video's buffering.
Oh.
Sharding.
Yep. All right. Yeah, I need to reboot stream real quick.